Hey y'all, my name's Lou. I am the co-founder of Leshaven Ranch, which is a blind horse sanctuary. This will be the first video of many of me sharing how I train blind horses. Granted, we're off to a great start. My phone already zoomed in, so we're going to be mostly out of frame for this. This is definitely a learning experience, so if y'all have any ideas of how I can go about recording myself on training these beautiful blind horses, I am all ears. I do want to say I am no horse trainer. I did not get certified in horse training. I just learned by experience. All started with my born blind horse, Leah, and I have had over 20 blind horses. So this is just based on experience. If you've trained a blind horse and have suggestions, please, I'm open ears with that as well. But if you've never trained a blind horse, just be sure to stay kind and keep the crude comments to yourself. Here we have Ducky. She's a 3-year-old and she was born blind. This is her first time learning to lunge. I always start all of our blind horses at a walk if they do not know how to lunge. Before this video started, I actually trained her with this flag. We were just unfortunately out of the frame, so I didn't include that in this. Initially, she didn't like it and wouldn't stop going in circles. However, when she realized it wasn't going to go away, she stopped. I took the flag away and gave her a treat. I do have to say she is a very quick learner, especially when there are treats involved. As you just saw here, she did go up to a trot. I did try to encourage her to keep going, but she didn't want to, which is fine. The biggest thing blind horses lack is confidence, and if I push too hard, then I will lose that trust and bond that I already have. I focus my training on connection and relationship. This isn't a 30-day break and ride and she's good. This is ultimately a relationship for a lifetime. It can take days, it can take weeks, it can take months. It's really up to her, and so far from what I'm seeing, she's pretty quick at learning and wanting to please. I also train to the specific horse. Every horse is different. I used to do dog training for 10 years and my focus was balance training. I can always go into that later, but I just want to say with that, I have rolled over that training idea into horses. Every horse is different. They've gone through different things. There are some that are more submissive, some that are more dominant. So training just is really specified to each horse. Blind horses especially need the voice commands. I do, for most of them, pressure and release training. We do have some blind horses that does not work for, and I do positive reinforcement. So I kind of go back and forth between the two. Here I'm enforcing that whoa command, which is very important in horses, especially if we become to where we're under saddle with her and she doesn't have that whoa down on ground, then I shouldn't be riding her. As you saw initially, when I'm training a horse to whoa, I tap on the lead and that gets them to stop. Sometimes I'll have to pull the lead slightly into me to get her to a stop, and I'm implementing that command, whoa. Now we're going to change directions. I'm using the flag gently to tap her out, and I'll also put my other hand out where it's right by her face so she knows not to go into me. It keeps her head out. Now these are just gentle taps. The flag is meant for the extension of my hand. The clicking sound and the sound of the flag is to help encourage her to keep moving forward as she's hesitant and wants to slow down or stop or come to me, of course, because she wants treats. And once again, we are out of frame. Sorry, folks. We will definitely learn better, and as these videos go on, we will be learning, and I'm sure it'll get better. We were out of frame for a bit, so I had to jump forward. And of course, here we have Ducky deciding to share how she feels about all this. There she goes. So let me just zoom on through this. Now, as we do more and more of this, Ducky will gain her confidence and she will learn to go faster. But because she can't see, she doesn't know where she's going, she's completely relying on me, she's going to be slow. So this might be a little bit boring for others, but I really just wanted to share with y'all that this is how I start a born blind horse. To me, teaching a blind horse to lunge is pretty important. It's a great way for them to get their exercise. A lot of times our blind horses will have pent-up energy because they don't know how to run or to have fun or release that energy per se, just because they don't have the confidence in themselves to be able to do that. So having me to do it for them or to kind of guide them for them gives a lot of that pressure to be released. And it's a great way to build a bond and that trust in one another. And if you haven't already seen, I use the flag for the back hind as well as the front shoulder. The hind helps with encouraging her to go forward, while her front shoulder encourages her to not be going in on me. She's been learning on respecting space, as she is not quite have any spatial awareness yet. Here she just woed on command. I didn't need to use the lead at all, so this was a good note to end on, and she deserved that treat. Please be sure to follow along for more duckies training, as well as our other born blind filly, Adea.